Hi everybody, Bonnie here. Thanks for stopping by to see what I have been up to. I've been crocheting, but I don't have anything finished yet because the projects are taking a while. I will show you those in just a minute. But you guys, I found yarn at Walmart for 50 cents. Like, that never happens. This yarn right here, this is Woolies Thick and Quick. It's 80% acrylic, 20% wool, black obviously, and this is burgundy. When I shop at Walmart, I just go down the yarn aisle for the fun of it if I'm there for something else, because I don't really go there for yarn usually. And I couldn't believe it. Up on the top shelf, they had tags that said 50 cents. And I'm like, really? And I compared the 4-digit number on the shelf tag to the barcode's last 4 digits, and they matched. And we couldn't find, I was with the girls, we could not find a price scanner. Is that something new? Are they getting rid of those? But anyway, so I took all that they had on the shelf. I got 8 skeins of this, and they just had 1 skein of the black, and then I looked and they didn't have any other 50-cent yarn. There were empty spots where it looked like there was other colors. But yeah, and then when I went up to pay, I went through I didn't go through a self-scan because, well, the lines were long and it was like shorter just to go to a cashier. And one of them rang up for $4, but all the rest were 50 cents, and they had the same numbers on them. And I told the girl, she was so nice, and I'm like, it's okay, you know, I don't want the $4 one. She's like, oh no, it's supposed to be 50 cents. So I mean, you guys, I got 9 skeins of yarn for like $5-ish or something. So I don't know what I'm gonna make with this. It's a nice reddish color. I mean, it's pretty, and I know if I make anything out of it, it'll be warm if it's like a wearable, unless I do amigurumis with it. Have you ever made any like amis with Thick and Quick? Really? I don't know. It does have that halo on it, you know, and it does have wool in it. So but 50 cents. I couldn't pass that up. I don't follow any of Walmart's clearance prices or sales or anything like that. It just happened to be like a fluke that they had yarn there. So I mean, if you're stopping at Walmart, you might as well check the yarn aisle. If you're like me, you do anyways, just to see. And when it was in the regular aisle, it wasn't on an end cap. It was in the regular aisle on the very top shelf. So yeah, I've got a bunch of yarn that I need to put away now. The projects that I have been working on are the 2 hats that I was commissioned to make, the toques, I think that's how you say it, and then some rose purses. Now, I did finish the one that I was working on in my crochet in chat, but all of the work that I had done in my crochet in chat, I tore it out, and I went back to the slip stitch, because this is the one that I had showed you with the slip stitches, and it just had the right look because it has to kind of look knit, but it's crocheted. And what I was doing in that video, it was ribbed. It was like the whole thing was like huge ribs, and I knew that's not the look that the person was going for. So I just tore that out, started over, and this one is done. Now, it's meant to be worn. I'm not going to put it on because it's so hot, you guys. It's like in the 80s. Come on, fall. Anyway, it's meant to be like folded over like this, and there will be a tassel on there. So this one is for a boy, like I don't know how old he is, maybe 11, 12, something like that. Not like a little boy. And it's got some stretch to it. I did get the measurements for the head, so it'll fit. But yeah, it's pretty long. And I'm just glad it looks good. It looks knit, and I really like those short rows, how that turned out. So what I had ripped out was this ball, and this is the Crafter Secret Big Idea yarn from Hobby Lobby. This is cobalt blue. So this and this is all I have left of one of the big skeins. Like, it's the pound thing. So anyway, this is a pound of yarn right here. I thought I'd have more left. I do have enough left to make the tassel, which is going to be in the same color. Now, the other one that I'm making is in red right here. And this is how much I've got done so far. This is what I have been working on. It took about a week to do this one. And yeah, I wanted to have this one done by the end of the week, like by Sunday. What's today? Thursday? But I don't think that's going to happen. This one is for an adult male, so it is big. It's bigger. It's going to be folded over like that. I am putting stitch markers in all the short rows because it's easier to see. And it's just all slip stitches in the back loop. I'm using a 4mm hook. I used a 4 for this one also. The hook goes in just fine. I was getting frustrated when I was making that one hat in the Crochet and Chat out of the blue because the hook wasn't going through the slip stitches, and that's because the hook was actually too big. I thought the smaller the hook, it would be like trickier, but when I went down to a 4 instead of, I think it was a 5.5, there's just a little tiny bit more of a point, and of course the head of the hook is smaller, so it goes into those back loop stitches easier than a fatter loop. I tried some of my other hooks because I always use a clover. I love those clover hooks. They don't make my wrist hurt or anything. They're awesome. But I had some metal hooks that were a little pointier, and I tried those, and I was still having problems with it. So anyway, 4mm clover hook, and it works really good. I am being mindful to keep my tension a little loose, but it is forgiving because it does stretch. So if there are a few loops that are looser, once you like pull it out, it goes right in place and you can't even tell. So this is what I've been working on. I hope I'm gonna have enough yarn for the whole hat because it is bigger than the blue one. Yeah, and if not, I mean, maybe I should just order it. The nearest Hobby Lobby is a 3-hour round trip for me, so it's not like I can just run to Hobby Lobby and grab some. When I was there, I don't know, last month when we were there, it was the first time we ever went there. I only got one because I thought that would be plenty of yarn for a hat. And it would if it wasn't all back loop slip stitches because it is a yarn eater. So that's one project I've been working on. And the second one is the rose purse. I had finished a red rose purse, and then the person wants a ivory color. It's showing up a little more yellow. It's not that yellow in person. It is like an ivory color. I'm using Lion Brand's Pound of Love in antique white, and I'm double stranding it. I'm also using a 4mm hook with that. This pattern for the rose, I will link that down below. It's a YouTube tutorial, but I do change it just a little bit because I add an extra row of petals on the back. I really like this method for making the rose because you first make a circle in the back loops and then you attach your yarn and you work in the front loops and you just continuously work around, so there's no sewing involved. You're not having to like make a huge long line of petals that I saw some videos and then you have to like swirl it together and sew it. None of that. And this provides the back that sews super easily onto the shell of the purse. I have like a purse thing, I don't know what you call it, a purse that I need to make a shell for. So that's what I'm working on now, is crocheting what goes over the purse so that I can attach this. And yeah, it's fun. I mean, I like doing it, but I don't really have anything finished because these projects are taking a while. I can't wait to be done with all of the commissions. I appreciate them. I like learning new things. I like crocheting new things, but you guys, my love is amigurumi, and I think I might just do that from now on. I don't know about making things that people ask me to make, and I can do it, but it takes a long time and it's not enjoyable, and life is short, you know, you want to do stuff that you enjoy. I had to go to Michael's to get some ivory colored thread so I can sew the purse together. Well, now that I think of it, I guess I didn't have to go to Michael's. I could have got thread at Walmart or somewhere. But anyway, I went to Michael's to get thread. And while I was there, you know, I always look through the yarn aisle. Nothing was on sale. I don't really need any yarn. But I have been looking for that Kawaii Christmas book. They didn't have it. And there's a mini woodland animals book that I've been looking for. They didn't have that either. But they did have this book. Nick had given me a gift card, and I thought, you know, I'll get a book with the gift card. And then I saw this one, and it is so cute, you guys. It is so cute. The illustrations in this book are just adorable. I started flipping through the book in the store, and I'm like, oh, these are so cute. It has 2 crochet animals, obviously crochet. It has 2 Amis per month, so there's 12 months. And then, oh my goodness, it's just like adorable. These are August's animals. It's a capybara and a cow, and I really, 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 really want to make them. I keep looking at this, and then I keep trying to be responsible and thinking, okay, I need to finish those hats and those purses. You guys, I really, really want to work out of this book. Because it's all like, it's by month, you know, I don't have the patience to wait until January and go through the book in order. I am going to start in August and just hopefully go from there. I'm still working through that Amigurumi book, that Amigurumi favorites book also. I'm on the horse, but like I said, because of other projects, I haven't been doing any Amis, and I really miss it. And this book is so pretty. I will put some pictures in. There's all these extra little photos and the illustrations. I mean, look at that. This is such a pretty book. I love it. It is written in US terms. Of course, in the beginning, it has the table of contents. It shows you what tools you need. And in the back of the book, it's got the stitch guide, and it's got really good pictures to show you how to do some of the techniques. It is also, it's got one of those difficulty level things. What is it called? Chart? No, not a chart. You know, well, it's got this where it shows you if it's what level, difficulty level. And they're just so cute. And I really like the October one, which it doesn't look too Halloween-y. Like, it's cute. And I've been into crows lately because there have been some outside in our yard, and they're hilarious. They're humongous. They're like these Yooper crows, but they talk to each other. And I want to try. Aren't you supposed to leave shiny things and then they bring you something? I keep telling the girls we need to try that. But anyway, I really want to work out this book, but I've got other things that I need to finish first. I almost started the capybara the other night, but then I didn't. Now yesterday I didn't do any crocheting, like not one stitch, and I didn't even turn on my computer. Usually I put my computer on and that's where I watch all of my YouTube friends, my crochet friends, but I didn't even turn that on yesterday because I got sucked into a book. Not an Amigurumi book, but a library book. This one right here. This is so good. This is King of the Castle by Victoria Holt. It was written in 1967. It is such a great story. She is my favorite author. That is a pen name. And she also has a pen name of Philippa Carr. I can't remember her real name. I'll put it up. I'll look it up. But anyway, these books are like historical fiction, mystery, like they're just really well written and kind of romancy, but it's not the smutty romance at all. Like there's none of that, you know, like the girls, I would let them read this, you know, because I'm not into those smutty paperbacks anyway. But anyway, I just got sucked into this book. I had to find out what happened, and I won't tell you guys just in case you check it out of your library, or you can probably find it on eBay because it's out of print, obviously, 1967. But you guys, was such a good book that I didn't even crochet, and I didn't even watch any YouTube videos for a whole day because I had to find out what happened. And our library has a few more of her books, so today I'm going to check out another one. And oh, hopefully not get sucked in so much that I don't crochet because I need to get these projects done. But you guys, I was thinking about it, and at first I thought, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have worked on these projects. But then I was like, no, it's good that I got sucked into a book and let my hands rest, because those slip stitches are not easy on your hands, and neither is working with 2 strands of yarn. So I gave my hands a nice rest yesterday, and it's time to get back into crocheting like crazy. The next time I see you guys, hopefully I'll have something done that's cute. I mean, I have been working on eagles for Amber at Crochet's Make Along when I want a break from boring stuff, but I really want to work out of that new book that I got. So that's my crochet catch up for today. I will be taking Briella to the library in a couple of hours, so I'm gonna get one more book, but I'm gonna take that red hat with me and work on it for about an hour, see how much I can get done. I can't wait to get those commissions all finished so that I can work on things that I want to work on. Hope that doesn't sound too selfish. I appreciate the commissions, like I really, really do, because, you know, everybody needs money. But my real love is amigurumi, not hats and purses. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you guys are finding time to crochet things that you love. I will be seeing you soon. Bye, everybody.